You want to, Jeff?
Dude, you know how many times I've gotten shit for that? Do you have a question?
I do. Why's my hand hurt?
I always got a question about something.
Alright.
Is this one here? Start recording. We're already streaming. We don't need to record right now.
Why not?
I actually need to put a different hard drive in that PC so I can actually store. This only stores like a couple, like probably like 15 hours. Whereas like the other ones I have plenty of storage on my main PC, but since it's not working properly.
Is she working right now, or?
No. Nope. I'm pretty much retired until let's see, like maybe around I think the ending of the first week of September. I get the hard cast off, but then I have surgery again to get the pins removed. So then I'll be on another cast.
I'm good.
So it'll be like pretty much not until this fall before I even really think about working again. Really, maybe like October or November. But I've been keeping myself busy. I've been reading books on, one of them right now that I'm reading is How to Day Trade for a Living. So that's my second book with stocks. Kind of flowing through it. So I don't know. I mean, you know, I've been kind of sucked into some pyramid schemes before in my adolescent phase, but.
Yeah, because you and I did want to get it
This
for
is
a
gonna
while.
make me shit my
Yeah.
pants.
Which one? I need a story.
Oh, dude,
Didn't
how
hear
about the one where we drove?
no regular cheese part.
What? Did there cheese on it?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll eat it.
I was gonna say I don't know who's watching. I forgot we're live, but the
We're not
cornfield.
recording yet. So.
Okay, the cornfield.
It's
incident.
on.
When we drove the car through the cornfield.
I don't know.
No. I don't think. Wait, maybe that wasn't you.
That was me.
Oh my
How many dumb
god.
stories you want?
You heard that, right?
You heard that story?
I'm sure I have at some point.
I haven't heard that story.
Well, we had a party at my fucking parents' house, and Wade got so shit.
Oh yeah, I do. I
We
have
said fuck
definitely.
Wade, and it was you, me, and Adrian and Dennis, right?
I thought. Well, oh maybe. I thought Jeff Putman might have been with us too, but I could be wrong.
Maybe.
I remember when we got back, pulling out like a 4-foot piece of corn off of, like the front of his grill, and then some.
Yeah, pulling off a bunch of corn husk shit,
Yeah.
and then punctured the transmission cooler, and his dad was all pissed because they had to replace the transmission cooler. Poked a hole in the fucking corn stalk.
And then someone hit his shoes in the ceiling too. It was like the old school ceiling where you could like push the panel up or whatever and like put it there. I don't know. It used to be dicks.
Yeah, I saw Wade today actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah, at Weldworks.
No shit.
He's a brewer there. I haven't talked to him or seen him in like 8 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird. After our small conversation, that story popped into my head, and I was thinking about what was his Wade, right?
Yeah.
I said Wade. Yeah. I thought Warren at first. Wade.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's got 2 kids. He's married.
Got diabetes?
Fuck that. I'm just kidding.
I mean, fair, because none of us are fucking married with 2 kids, so.
No kids. No kids.
Second
You got a vasectomy, fucking.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's probably the best decision you ever made.
One of the cheapest decisions that I'll ever make too.
Yeah, shit was inexpensive as fuck.
Like $300.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but reading online, like somehow can like come reconnected again or something.
You're supposed to go get tested every year again, but it's free to go get tested just to see if you
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
How does it fix itself? It
It's just like anything else in your body that fixes itself.
I know. Well, that's the dude. Fucking nuts, right? Like, dude, tubes tied or whatever coming back together. It's like just dissolves and reconnects somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I mean, yeah, it's just the same thing when I broke my legs. Like, that should make no goddamn sense. Like that fixing that shit.
I told someone your story at Chiba Hut 'cause they were talking to me about this, and I was like bringing up the podcast thing. I was like, yeah, Nick, I met him when I managed at Chiba Hut, and he broke both of his legs, and I remember him going through that. And
God, I miss fucking when you guys worked at Chiba Hut before they got purchased by whoever the fucking knows now.
David Timmons.
Yeah.
That's when I quit.
Is it?
Yeah, I quit and started doing construction after that. Whose contracting vehicle?
That's my roommate. Scotty D.
Okay.
Yeah, he might come
You haven't met him?
later.
Have I?
Maybe.
You probably know Scotty D from random ass shit.
Really tall, skinny.
It's possible.
He
Maybe.
played paintball too for a while, so I don't know. Maybe you did.
Wait, he played what?
Paintball.
Paintball. Did we ever go paintball? Really? Was that the one we went to in Greeley with the Normandy's Landing?
Might have been.
Dude, that shit was insane. Dropping that fucking gate down, dude. Ugh. Thank God they were just paintballs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine being in that situation for real, huh?
Yeah, right.
Jeff.
Yeah, so you might know him, but we haven't seen. I mean, I haven't seen you since fucking tricycle race.
I was gonna ask. There was a girl that you brought to the track races. Do you remember her name? I think it's my roommate.
Upstairs? Or, oh, your roommate now?
Yeah. Laura Elliott? Does that ring any bells?
Oh, holy shit.
Was that who it
Yeah,
was?
yeah.
I
I remember
literally made the
talking.
connection when you said Jeff is coming, and I was like, no shit. Oh wait, I think that girl might have been my roommate. Like my active roommate now. Like I literally moved in with her like a month ago.
Dude, she's so cool. Yeah,
She's super cool.
I lived with her older sister for a while.
She's older now. She's got a kid. And
Laura?
married.
Oh, her oh,
sister.
oh, dude, I saw all the drama, man. Facebook. Thank the Lord it's there, but yeah, personal things. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, dude, I remember her saying like she like cheated on him and like all this shit, and she's like, I don't care, you know. I had to like actually test the waters to see like through this hardship if I actually truly love the person that I'm with, sort of thing. And they like.
Does he know that? Jesus, I
Oh,
was not leaving
dude.
my lips ever.
Oh, I'm sure he fucking knows because she fucking plastered that shit, and there was a pretty big response on social media. Like, oh my god, you know, like forgiving your sins, sort of things. People are like, oh my god, that's so great that you're, you know, able to come
You're
forward.
admitting that you cheated, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. Now it's it's just like religion. You go and forgive your sins for how much fucked up shit you did during the week. You know, then it's.
Yeah, that shit yesterday. I didn't mean that.
For real though. Yeah, dude, I was gonna ask if I could bring some beer. I haven't really been drinking at all. It's been a few months. I've probably averaged like a beer a week for the last few months. But I had 3 drinks tonight at Chiba Hut. Someone bought me like 2 drinks, and then, dude, fuck. So I don't know if there's like an alcohol blood test that I'm supposed to take before we go live to make sure, you know.
Too late.
I think it's the higher the better, to an extent.
We've been
Alright.
hammered on this fucking podcast.
Dude, I remember I watched it before, and I remember you guys smoking the hookah, and that's what I told someone at Chiba. They're like, dude, they're laid back, they're just smoking hookah and talking a bunch of shit, so it sounds
It's pretty much
fun.
whatever you want to tolerate.
Sure.
Yeah, we were talking to the comedian last night that we like went to a comedy show last night. And he's like, yeah, I try to do podcasts, but it just like, you know, like it becomes an ad machine. I was like, that's not mine. We just get fucked up and don't care.
Yeah, have fun.
Oh yeah, by the way, brought to you by...
Hopefully at some point.
Brought to you by Shiba Hut.
No, for real, man, if someone's...
Brought to you
Hopefully
by
some-
Chiba Hut and
I just
Well
wanna-
Works Brewing.
I want to be a sponsor and maybe like give me some like hookah shit and then like some weed maybe and like do the thing.
Sure, I haven't really done... I quit nicotine too. Actually, that's fucked up because I have a dip in right now that someone gave me from Chiba Hut. Dude, that fucking place, man. Oh, it's a bad place to be. It sucks you in.
I like mostly quit.
Some guy that had to go buy his
No, I'm saying for him.
Oh, yeah.
I quit for a month.
What was that half baked? And he's like,
I
oh, I
mostly
just
quit
stopped
except
smoking
for
yesterday.
Well, Avery has a problem where when you have a vape and shit, it was just like constant all the time.
Just fucking hand that shit over.
Oh, that dude, I went to the hospital for my lungs actually, and the doctor told me that it was from vaping.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't do that anymore either. A lot of things to catch up on.
What's up, Baconator?
Hey, baby.
Or are we live? Have we been live?
Yeah, we have been.
Oh, fabulous. Hey, how's it going, Josh?
I wasn't lying when I said I hit the button like 20 minutes ago. It's not been that long, but it's been 10 minutes.
What's going on, Bacon?
This AC needs to fucking hurry up and kick in.
Windows open.
But that's...
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, dude, sorry if I was fucking up your vibe with your arcade gaming or whatever you're doing.
No, dude, whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
So I remember that.
I wouldn't stream. I wouldn't stream if it wasn't for the people like wanting to see it or talk or whatever.
Yeah, I remember when you were playing your game or whatever, right?
Which one was I playing? I don't remember.
I'm leaving on Sunday.
Is that a game?
No.
Oh.
I was probably playing Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was typing. I was fucking with you or something though.
It's all
God
good.
damn it, Jeff. Get off here.
Yeah, you were doing the fucking you were doing all the TTS bullshit. Yeah, I do recall. I don't remember what game I was playing now.
Yeah, I want to say Call of Duty.
I played a little bit. Kind of slowed down a little bit here since there's like other.
Damn it, never
Retired
long
it?
No.
Tell him to come tubing with us tomorrow, Bacon.
Yeah, come tubing.
Yeah, we're floating down the river tomorrow.
We're just gonna put a trash bag on Jeff's arm.
Actually, this is fully waterproof.
Oh, is it? That's
Is
dope.
Yeah, so shitty thing is that I went to Puerto Rico. That's great. Trust me. So I went to Puerto Rico and it was, I left June 12th and I got this hard cast on a day before I went. And I was there for about 10 days and 2 days after I came back, I got a new cast.
My roommate left for a quick trip back to me.
And they put a waterproof cast on. So I didn't have a waterproof cast the whole time I was in Puerto Rico. So I had to like bag it up the whole time. Couldn't really get in the ocean or submerge myself anywhere. Oh, being at the beach like that, you know, like the sand.
You just again holding your arm up.
Yeah, dude.
Just fucking. I'm just gonna die now.
No, just 100% humidity, just sweating your ass off, and you can't get in the water like you want. Yeah, and then a couple days after, a waterproof cast. Figure that. But it was still a really good trip. I made the best of it for sure.
What'd you do while you were down there?
We went to the rainforest. It's the only rainforest in the United States. It's on the east side of the island, the rainforest. Yunque rainforest. And we went to some caves, which was like all the way on the west side of the island. Can't remember what the caves are called. Really, dude, badass caves. One of the biggest stalactites in the world, apparently. And they call it... I forget what they call it too. It's something it's like a translation in Spanish that means the like poop or the poop emoji, because it's literally just a humongous like stalactite, but it kind of looks like the poop emoji. So
Just go get the googly eyes and put them on there.
yeah, yourself.
Was there like a structure coming down from the roof, or was it just dripping and?
No, yeah, I forgot. What's the? It's a column, right? Stalactite and stalagmite.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one's on the ground, but it was obviously on the ground. Just a humongous amount. It was fucking huge. It was like the size of this house inside this cave. And actually, while we were in there, there was a thunderstorm that was coming, and we didn't know it. And lightning struck somewhere, and there was this bellow, dude, that came through the cave, and it was terrifying. Like the whatever, the guy that was like the host leading us through.
Your guide?
Yeah, the guide. He said it was a ladder dropping at first, but you could see there was like straight terror on his face. Like, what the fuck was that? Literally, everyone started freaking out, dude, and we were like, all right, let's get out of here. Sort of like, you know, mentality, and dude, oh man, just being in there and not knowing what that sound was. It was crazy. I mean, imagine being in something small that's hollow. First of all, that creates an echo, but being inside his enormous fucking cave, when something that powerful vibrates through, it was nuts. I can't even begin to describe to you what the sound was like. It was pure terror for about 10 seconds.
Well, the sound and the harmonic under Earth is totally different.
Dude, crazy vibrations, man. So loud, so powerful. It was
Good, Avery. Good job.
It's cool if I try one of these purple
Yeah.
slushies.
They're good, dude.
What else do we got here? Watermelon, cotton candy.
Yeah,
I'll try it.
There's all sorts of random shit.
Also,
There's a strawberry
There's
lemonade.
sour IPAs.
Kentucky,
Honey Browns, if you want cheap.
Honey Brown.
I don't know. I might try one of these sours if that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might need someone's help ripping a beer off though.
That does kind of suck. Just using your foot and shit.
I know, right? That's what makes me feel like a big pussy. Because once you're down one arm, the people that actually have disabilities or don't have a limb, like the dude that drives fucking with 2 feet because he doesn't have arms, like shit, like making the peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
There's a kid that fucking drifts. He has no arms. Yeah, like he fucking he knees like his fucking breaking. It's fucking wild. I'll have to show you sometime. It's fucking super fun. Yeah, that shit is made with grape Kool-Aid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he tried mine earlier because I had one at the brewery because we went to Wiley. It's Wiley Roots is that one.
It's great drink.
Great drink.
Pretty much.
Purple drink.
Purple drink. There you go.
Yeah, it's fucking good as shit though.
Dude, that's really good.
Yeah, they make like beer ice cream and shit over there. They make all sorts of random shit. Like we had a beer. We went there like 2 months ago, and we had a beer that was made with like Peeps.
Peeps?
Yeah, the
Like
old
Easter Peeps?
Yeah. It was fucking good too. It was weird because like the sugar crystals are still large in it, so you're like it's kind of weird, but it's super fucking good.
No shit.
Yeah, between those two breweries, they make some weird stuff over there. That's fucking good though.
That's awesome, dude. There's like a whole new science of that shit. Like, kind of a whole new wave. Like, definitely kind of like a psilocybin wave here these days. I'm actually was in this project, well, kind of still am. It's kind of at a halt right now, but a doctor from out of Boulder, and he does underground psychedelic therapies. And so one of my friends that I met skydiving, he passed away, unfortunately. Not from skydiving. He overdosed on heroin.
We've all been there, unfortunately. The friends.
Crazy stuff, man. But anyways, he posted something on Facebook. He was making grow kits for magic mushrooms, and he put an advertisement to sell on social media. And I fucking yelled at him when I saw it. I was like, dude, take that shit down right now, you fucking fool. What are you doing? And through that exposure on social media, this doctor out of Boulder saw that and contacted him and wanted him to make him a fully workable magic mushroom chamber. Basically just to grow magic mushrooms as, if you're a patient and you're evaluated through the government and you're actually eligible to take and use psilocybin, that you could grow your own using this chamber that we made. So since he passed away and I'm the only guy that knew about it, that he talked to about it with, I kind of took his place to kind of progress the whole idea forward.
Interesting.
So now my brother, he went to school for microbiology and some mycology stuff, and we've been trying to get a hold of electrical engineers to help us install components to regulate, the temp, humidity, and take CO2 measurements and stuff, to be able to kind of more or less foolproof it or dial in, be able to grow, consistent yields.
That's super cool.
Pretty rad.
Right?
It's pretty rad when we're in a place in this country where we can actually do some of that stuff where people aren't like, oh my god, this is fucking crack addict bullshit.
No, dude, yeah, it's not. It's so much more important than that. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Paul Stamets or not. He's one of the leading mycologists in the world. They call him an amateur professional or mycologist because he didn't go to school for it. And because of that, because he didn't go through and actually stick to all the stuff, the criteria that the school was explaining to him, I think he was more open-minded to all these different possibilities without just immediately just canceling the idea out.
Right.
And therefore, well, what's an example? So if you have termites in your house, he figured out a way that instead of the termites rejecting the fungus, because normally the termites will actually stop before they come back to the nest. If they're infected, there's guards, apparently.
And they'll basically search them and you can't come back.
Block them out, yeah, and they'll carry them away, and then it's called, what's the mushroom called? Shit, I can't think of it right now. Yeah, but anyways, it grows out of the animal itself. It attacks the nervous system, right? Yeah, it grows out of the body.
Yeah.
So he figured out a way to get the termites to attract towards the fungus instead, and it's like it's a natural, pesticide basically, to where the fungus comes in, doesn't hurt anything else, but completely exterminates the whole, nest and problem that you have.
That's pretty fucking dope.
But that's just one out of so many other ones, oil spills, crude oil. They went to this place that you just super contaminated with oil. They separated like 3 different piles out, and they try to treat each one with something different to see which one would work the best. And they inoculated one with oyster mushrooms, and the oyster mushrooms just naturally have this ability to break down the carbon, which is mostly like in the oil,
Right.
and completely consumed all the oil. Mushrooms grew, and by the time the next season came around, like a full cycle, like the soil was considered like a mushroom topsoil, which is actually worth quite a bit. But basically, what I'm getting at, that you could use it to plant plants, to eat, basically. Like there's
To go back
like
to
zero
normal scenario.
contaminations. But just so many different things. I don't know. This guy's crazy, but he's talked on Joe Rogan a couple times, and I've watched both of them, and they're fascinating for sure.
That's pretty cool.
If you like mushrooms, anyways.
We use a substance called microblaze, and it's like a microorganism that's used to like eat all the carbon out of oil and stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's probably what that's based off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, crazy.
It's fucking rad though. I mean, this just goes to show you, like, there's ways around, what we as people have fucking done to the planet, and you just have to figure out the right way to make it work, or to destroy everything.
Right. I think a lot of that, the building blocks from that and understanding could probably come from mushrooms, because they came way before plants did.
Right. Well, they're the returners of lots of shit. So, like, they're the shit that breaks down forests when they fucking, fall.
Right.
Beetle kill and all that shit.
Yeah, primary decomposers, secondary, what's the third one? Tertiary or whatever that is?
I don't know.
Tertiary.
Yeah, there you go, thanks.
I don't
I'm
fucking
not a
remember. So.
scientist.
It's just well out of my wheelhouse. I can help you with technology and fucking dick jokes, but that's about all I got. So that's all I fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know many jokes, so you probably got me beat on that one.
Nah, I think you're fine.
Oh,
Man, I
nice.
just remember like how much fun we used to fucking have at the bar and just be the fucking clowns.
Oh, what was the karaoke songs we used to sing?
I don't know. I didn't do karaoke because I fucking hated it.
Really?
Will was the one that was fucking bartending for karaoke, and he started to love it. So Will works at the fucking comedy place now.
Where at?
At the Comedy Fort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that in town here?
Yeah, that's where Hody's used to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right by Pueblo
Yeah.
Viejo.
Yep. They opened in like February, and that's where he's the head bartender over there.
We should all go surprise him in there or something.
I mean, we saw him last night, but
Oh, did you?
yeah, that's where we went there last night to the comedy show. It was
You been there yet?
I haven't.
I mean, obviously you didn't fucking know he exists.
But no, yeah, I saw you post some stuff though. Pictures, anyways.
Yeah, it was good.
that was last night.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that's. Oh no shit. Did I win first in that race?
You had to
Well,
leave.
it was like 4. It was like a.
Our team was
a
doing
relay.
well, and then you had to leave.
It was like a relay, so we all
If you remember.
traded out.
Really? So I won my relay, but no, like
Well,
what
it was like
happened?
a group relay, so like all 4 of us would like one person.
And I
hop
left?
on.
Yeah, you had to
You
leave
left
for some
early.
reason. Yeah.
What? Oh,
I don't remember why you had to leave, but you had to fucking leave.
That was the
Son
race
of a-
where that guy biffed it so fucking hard too. Right
Yeah.
at the end, Jeff was the what do they call it? The last person in the race. Oh, it'll come to me.
I was like, I don't.
The last person
Anchor.
for.
The
Oh,
anchor.
okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, because we had the fucking we fielded 2 teams that year, and one got knocked out. So when you had left and somebody else had left, so we combined the 2 teams of all the fast people.
Oh fuck.
I think we got second, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
We did get second that time.
Should have stuck around. Stick.
Yeah, I don't remember why you had to leave. It was something like your motorcycle something. It's like on your way there, like it had an issue.
Oh,
that was
dude, I'm still dealing with that fucking Oh, my God.
It's been like 4 years.
Dude, I'm not even kidding, too. It's at my brother's
You had that
house right
problem. Like, how long have you had that, motherfucker? It's like, remember, like when you first got it, we like weld the fucking tank, and then it didn't want to weld, so you got somebody else that was like better at welding than I was.
No. That's it. It's still so. Oh my god. So recently, I put it on a trailer and took it to my buddy's house that has it still right now, and one of the straps broke, and it fell over, and there's like this huge fucking crease all the way down the gas tank.
Because I just remember like I tried to weld it for you, and I just like it would not. My welder would not stick to it. So you like take it to somebody else to fucking weld because I couldn't fucking get it to fucking seal.
I don't think I took it to anyone else. I don't think.
No,
I'm not sure, man. It's just been sitting for a long time. Like everything else.
That was fucking years ago. That was probably like 2014, like way back in the day.
Yeah. Sorry to say for me, I should have gotten rid of that thing a long time ago. But for real though, I mean, dude, it's just such a good looking bike, and for how old it is, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Right, it's not like bad shape by any means.
Shit that you don't.
Well, I mean, but yeah, like cosmetics and everything are just like so, they're pretty much perfect for how old it is, except the fucking stator. But unfortunately, they put it inside the transmission.
Yep, that's where they typically are.
Oh.
And if you don't work on bikes a lot, it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Trust me, yeah, it's still the same shape. If I knew how to do it, I would have done it.
Well, the thing is, finding somebody to work on like old fucking bikes, like to get parts for them, are also.
Here, I'll just come forward.
To get parts for like the old shit is like a pain in the ass too.
What is it for a bike again? I know I've seen it. But...
What kind?
Yeah.
88 Kawasaki Vulcan shaft driven 750 V-twin. Yeah.
Is that a 4-stroke or a 2-stroke?
I'm 4. I mean, yeah, you would know. This is the engine guy.
I just don't remember like when they went. I guess it was Suzuki's that were still 2-stroke in those years. Kawasaki had already moved to 4 strokes.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Because remember the Suzuki the Suzuki Triple?
Yep.
That was the 2-stroke. That was fucking bonkers fast for how fucking heavy it was.
So what kind of engines are you working on? I was going to talk to you
Big.
about that.
Big, like V16, V20, like lane-based power gen.
Say the last part again?
Land-based power generation stuff.
Land-based?
Big power generators.
So they'll set like landfills or municipalities or something like that that has like a methane digester. And, they take all the natural gas or methane gas and run off of that, run a big generator and then blow the power back into the grid. So you're taking a landfill that's producing methane gas.
We're talking this big.
Thanks, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
Like, and that's not even a big one. Like,
so that's out of one of the Yamaha Series 3 engines. We do a lot of V20s of that. So we recondition rods and heads and turbos and whole engines. And
jeez. Dude, nice.
Yeah, it's very different, but it's fun because everything's big. It's almost easier to work on because everything's so big.
Yeah, I see your posts that you do every now and then. I like that charcuterie board, or however you say that. Dude, that looks fucking delicious.
Yeah.
That was like when I was doing my vegan thing. I still am, and I was just looking at it like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Cheese is my jam. It is.
Jesus.
So what's got you on a vegan diet right now?
So I was having really bad back problems for years, honestly. Always feeling like I'd throw it out with any sort of slight movement, if it was just right, sort of a feeling. And I don't really know what it stems from. Probably from all this stupid, crazy shit that I've done, I guess. But I hit my tailbone real hard snowboarding years and years and years ago, and I sometimes wonder if maybe that's kind of what started it. But it's like sciatic or whatever that thing is, sciatic.
you got it.
But it was just just causing me so many fucking issues. Acupuncture, chiropractor, dry needling. One of my physical therapists said that they think that during my dry needling they might have partially paralyzed a muscle in my leg or something. So now the muscles in my leg are like over, and then the problem goes into my lower back.
Yeah.
And then I started learning about, a vegan diet, and just kind of randomly researching into it a little bit, and just the success stories that I had read from so many other people that I decided to try it. I mean, I don't know where I'm sure it's been scientifically proven, but I honestly, I don't have any fucking back problems. And I've been sitting way more than I ever have been. You think I'd be having more back problems?
It's because your motorcycle isn't.
That could be a part of it. But your inflammation markers in your body are reduced by like 30% or something within the first couple weeks. And just hearing that was like, I don't know if it really works. And that was about a month before I decided to take my trip up to take my first jump course for base jumping in Idaho as well. So I just felt like, if I'm really gonna follow through the base jumping thing, I gotta have the really clear mind.
Be healthy for it. Yeah,
the clearest and healthiest feeling that I could possibly be to perform. And after a couple weeks of trying the vegan diet, my back stopped fucking hurting. I'm not even kidding. And it hasn't bothered me since.
I kind of want to lean towards something like that. Less, more just avoiding processed shit. Because I think that's the important part in my mind of what veganism does, is that you're not only are you, you're basically just avoiding extra processed shit that we put into our bodies. And I think that's the main takeaway for me, because if you think about what cavemen ate, they didn't eat wheat. They didn't eat, all the shit we consume now, because they just literally ate what they could forage.
Yeah.
So.
When they could, right.
Yeah.
Tons of breaks in between, diversity, just all fucking crazy, whatever they can get their hands on.
Consistent, fasting.
Well, we're scavengers is fucking, in the animal kingdom, that's all we are.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
everything's a lot more seasonal instead of having all the same shit 12 months out of the year, you know what I mean?
Right. Always.
Yeah, it's crazy we get anything whenever we want now.
It's nuts, man. Yeah, I've been seeing your posts too. How you been doing with? Are you doing something consistent with running or anything?
I mean, I should be pandemic fucking got me nice and fat again.
Okay, did you spit something?
But we came into it. I had a kid try to kill himself in front of me right at the beginning of it, and it just kind of fucked me up. And I was in I was thinking I was only gonna work from home for 2 weeks or whatever, and then I was like, I'm not gonna do shit. Then that happened. So depression was fucking crazy, and then I got fat. And winter was real bad, but I did a half marathon as a fat guy a month ago. And that was miserable.
You made it though.
I did make it, but it was a shit show for sure. Right. Yeah, I made it. So it was that was a rough run. But basically off the couch, 255-pound fucking dude, fucking half marathon. So I can't really complain about that.
Dude, I'm proud of you, man. It's fucking awesome. Anyone, you have a goal, and when you finally reach that goal, it's
right. And then just to get back on it, because I came into 2020 I did the Spartan World Championship course during the World Championships. Also I was in the best shape of my fucking life right coming into 2020, and then all that shit happened. But yeah, I'm gonna sign up for another half marathon in October, I think. It's gonna be another slow one, but I'm gonna try to do a fast one in February. I'm gonna sign up for one in Vegas.
Dude, it's so badass, man. So or a hookah or no, that doesn't really affect anything.
Honestly, as long as you don't fucking smoke it like Avery likes to smoke it, which is hot as ball sack, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's the heat, dude, right? Heat with anything that you smoke, dude. I feel like the heat is what really fucks you up.
It really is. And I'm not saying this shit's healthy because it's fucking not.
Oh, of course. Neither is weed, but
right.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's one of those things where it's at least with when you're smoking weed or this, you got, when you're running through a bong or whatever, you're filtering out some of the garbage. So it's one of my only daily vices. I don't drink every day. I don't fucking, I only drink when we fucking party or when Evan's here. So, but here on the podcast.
How many times did you come here?
This is my first time this year. I was here twice last year.
Dude, that's so good to see you, man. It's so good to see all you guys.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again. This is going to be a beginning of a Avery.
Yeah.
Okay. Beginning of a friendship.
I mean, Avery was around when we were at Chiba Hut and TI and stuff too back in the day.
So you were there during the tricycle thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been around.
I think I was the person that rode right before you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's been around. He used to work at the Narg. That's how we know him. The hookah bar.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where we know him.
Nargile?
Yeah, Nargile Nights.
Nargile. There we go. Dude,
you
man.
You and I go back to 05.
Yeah, I was telling Nick that I was trying to figure out how long ago Man, yeah. Do you remember how we met or where we met? I was trying to think about that earlier.
I think we met because you were roommates with Adrian, and Wade was friends with Adrian, and we went over to the house over by Front Range.
Oh, the old Starflower place.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
Greg was there too.
Dude.
Yeah, we used to have fucking crazy times in there. Remember when we had that scooter? We would like fucking tooling around the neighborhood in the scooter.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember my Firebird being trashed.
Yeah.
With no window, and we were fucking doing donuts across the street. And no back window, dude. It was total, dude, doing donuts in the fucking Front Range.
And then Greg had that big green truck.
Oh, was that were you there for the grill? Were you there when we started that fucking tree on fire?
Yeah, that
with
was
the Roman candles
that
in
was
the
in my
front?
truck, remember that? Yeah, I was driving my truck, we were in the back, you guys were all in the back, we were fucking driving around Fort Collins shooting out Roman candles, we set this like 30-foot June pine tree on somebody's front lawn on fire. Dude, as we were going into a cul-de-sac, we set the tree on fire. We had to turn around and then come back out of the cul-de-sac with the tree on fire, and they're like, we need to call the fire department.
Oh, dude, because everyone was like, what if there's a baby in right next door in that house or whatever? Dude, that tree was huge. How big was that tree? Like fucking...
Like 30 feet tall.
Probably, yeah, dude, tall fucking tree.
It went up in seconds.
Boosh. It was right on the side of this fucking house, dude. It was like a 3-story house or 2-story, like up maybe. I don't know, dude. But it was like right next to this fucking house. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, we were pretty hammered, driving around, having a good time, and then fucking tree got on fire, and we all sobered up pretty fast. Like, yeah, we need to do something responsible about this.
I remember someone.
I don't think I've heard that story. That's fucking great.
Really?
No, I don't think I've heard that one.
That was fucking insane.
No, literally, I remember someone saying, "What if there's a baby in that house or something?" And so we're like, "All right, calling the fire department."
You're responsible.
Yeah.
Fuck the house if there wasn't a baby
We
in it,
like
though, right?
we like parked at the end of the road, called the fire department, made sure that we could hear sirens, and then they were coming, and then we left. Allegedly, I mean,
we're past the point of fucking statutory. What was it? Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, we're beyond that. So nobody got hurt, so you're good.
And that was like 05. I think that was before I wrecked my Cobra. So it was like 05.
Man, dude,
You guys have wrecked a lot of vehicles.
This is true.
Is there a restroom? I know.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I see it.
yeah.
Dick will unzip you if you need it.
Who? Oh, Dick. That's why I wear my genie pants.
I was wondering if you're trying to MC Hammer or some shit, but
Dude,
that makes sense.
Comfortable fucking things.
I believe it.
Now you can just hold them out and like shake them once, and they stay open. And you can
Shake them once and walk right in.
Yeah, I've never heard that story. That's fantastic.
We found some beat to shit scooter, and we like cut the lock off of it, got it running, and then we would ride it all over the neighborhood and ride it over on the Front Range campers. And then
Fuck yeah.
Come back, somebody else would get on it, put some gas in it, and go fucking.
Just the neighborhood bicycle.
I love when fucking G got his, and we fucking put it on top of the fucking tattoo building.
This is old. This is like a '70s Honda like scooter.
Oh, like those ones? I love those
like
ones.
the one I was talking about, one motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Honda C90 Trail, and it was like a 73.
Yeah, man, that was.
I love those shitbox days.
Yeah.
Miss it, to be honest. It's complete garbage. We had this one that was working on that, like I think something was going like bad with the seat with the side seals on it. It was a fucking Aprilia 50cc. But if you did get it running, and it would run wide open, like that's all it would run.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't idle, it wouldn't do shit, but you could ride it wide open, and it would do like 60 miles an hour because it's a 2-stroke 50cc. So you're like, and just fucking hauling ass down fucking college. I love fucking scooter bullshit. I'm still considering like buying the fucking
Who would?
what's the Grom?
Yeah.
Just because like they're fucking little and dumb, but like a little faster than a fucking
The
scooter.
ones that just look, they kind of look like pocket bikes, but they're a little bigger.
That's a Grom. They're like
They're
a
similar to Groms. They're
There
different.
must be a lag in the video. Sorry. I like glanced over your shoulder because I saw a movement.
oh
and you sat
yeah.
down, like,
So there's like a 20-second delay to that one,
Oh, okay.
and then there's like about 10 seconds after that.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a delay when you actually watch it
You
live.
remember that party we had at your place over there on Starflower?
That's when I punched through the sign and I broke my hand and I waited to go to the hospital the next morning?
I thought it's when you smashed your hand into the refrigerator.
Well, there was two different. So that was the first time I broke it, and then I re-broke it again. Well, was that New Year's?
Could have been.
I want to say it was New Year's. One of the nights I broke my hand and I had a cast from before, so I just put the cast on and waited until I went. It's like there's no way this is my house. I'm not gonna miss my fucking party,
Is that same night that was it you or Greg that put their dick in somebody's mouth? We took a picture of it. Remember that?
Oh my god, that was the same night.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, someone threw a handle through the neighbor's window too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we need to write these stories down.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
That shit pops up in my head every once in a while. I'm like, yeah, that happened.
That you know?
Like some straight jackass shit or something, Like we had a camera rolling during half of those moments.
Oh, that's my entire life.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Also
Like-
incriminating. So...
dude, Steve-O's gotten away with every single time so far, hasn't he? Well,
He's been arrested a few times.
but
Remember when he
still,
like climbed on top of that fucking when he climbed on top of that fucking crane? It was like with the to save the whales or
yeah,
whatever.
Dude, that's what I was just talking. Yeah, that's what. Oh my god.
Yeah, he got arrested for that shit. Like wild. You see, like when he fucking like lit himself on fire and like fucked that shit up like a few years back. Yeah,
I'm
so
sure
like
he's probably
he just
done that a few times.
well, like no, like this one, like he actually like got surgery in Denver because he was like gonna do a comedy show or whatever.
Oh, really?
I actually like his last comedy special was filmed in Denver and I went to it. Still haven't seen it on TV, but he was like just coming off of that.
You can hear Dick laughing in the video.
There's because I'm right below the fucking crowd mic
Are you serious?
and I'm fucking loud.
That was
so
a bad choice.
yeah. But yeah, I like the crowd mic is like right above my head, and I haven't watched it yet. It costs like $10 on his website. I've been thinking about buying and getting
So
it.
you were there when he started himself on fire?
No, so it was right after he like got like through like all of the processes like healing up and all that stuff. It was like right after like everything happened because it was like I think it was like 6 months prior to that, but like he like put a bunch of like fireworks on his like living room floor, like a shit ton.
And he was rolling on him, right?
Yeah, he was rolling on him, so like and his like girlfriend lit him on fire and it like melted his skin like bad. So he had, like skin grafts and all this
From
shit.
his ass, I'm sure.
Everything.
Yeah.
Wild. It was fucking gnarly. But I mean that's why I think that special's called gnarly actually.
What a way to become famous.
Right, just
And
being
you're like-
fucktards.
Just
Well,
beating the
just
shit out of
like,
yourself.
Yeah, you're basically
Being very talented at beating the shit out of yourself.
as long as whatever.
Good at marketing, beating your shit. Like
Well,
At the cost
I
of
mean, whatever
self-deprivation,
entertainment comes is like as long as you can pay for your fucking medical bills, sort of a thing. Like
I'm sure when they first fucking started, there was like that had to be miserable.
like who insures?
Before-
Well, he
Steve-O?
was still doing it. They just started filming instead of just
Right.
because his drug fueled
Yeah, he was.
everything was just.
I mean,
fucking
all of
do
them.
it. And he was a circus clown, so.
All of them was fucking just to have all those group of people like get along like so well and like just be fucktards the whole time. It sounds amazing when you're like 20. I don't know about like 35 now. Like I mean, they're fucking doing Jackass 4. They're like in their fucking 40s.
Yeah.
I think they banned.
Banned.
Yeah, because he wouldn't go to fucking rehab.
Well, he went and then got out and was kind of sober for like a month, and then would go back to drugs and psychosis and.
It's crazy like how he
cycle after cycle.
was like the skinny like skater kid, and then his fat dad. Now he looks just like his fat dad.
Does he?
Yeah, he looks just like Phil.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking kind of wild how
Pretty
much
fat.
he looks like Phil.
He walks like him too. Walks like
The
him.
waddle?
He's got the fat guy walk for sure.
What was his uncle's name? That was like a
Vito.
fucking who was
He
like
was
a
a
creep
sex
as fuck.
offender.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Really?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
died. I think he died of a heart attack in prison.
Yeah. Yeah, he got like fucking pulled for being a creep.
Yep.
And then actually died in prison. I mean that guy was like unintelligible. Like you couldn't understand anything he said.
Yeah.
It was like and that guy became famous for just being a fat fuck too. Like you could do anything to be famous apparently. It's like 500-Pound Life. Have you ever seen that show?
I thought it said 500-pound wife the first time.
Oh, basically, it's
Same
it's
thing.
my
Same
500-pound wife, and like there's like these two sisters on there, and they're fucking. Hey, they're hilarious, but they're fat as fuck. Like, I thought when I was at my biggest, I was fat as shit, but. And then, like, they drink, like, fucking, like, cases of fucking soda a day. It's
wild.
Nuts.
I'm good.
I don't remember what I was watching recently. I think it was a random YouTube video, but probably of a dog or a cat doing weird shit in someone's house. But they're on their table. There must have been 10 cases of Coke and like 5 or 6 cases of Monster. I'm just like, do people fucking literally like that's all they survive on is soda?
I know a lot of people that
do
do energy drinks all fucking day, dude.
Yeah, they don't drink any
That was
water.
me for a
They're
long
just like,
time. That's probably why I'm allergic to caffeine.
Hypersensitive or actually allergic? Really? Yeah, your body.
Yeah, like I
Immune
had
response.
Yeah, it makes my joints hurt really bad, and so like I actually went to where did I go the other day that I got coffee? I went to Dunkin' on my way to work. It was the first time I'd gotten coffee in like a year, and I asked for decaf, and the cup said decaf, but it wasn't. I got super sick and like was throwing up in a trash can outside the post office like, right before my shift. But
as long as it doesn't close your throat up or something.
yeah, it makes me gag fucking hard. But
Yeah, I'm hypersensitive, but yeah, I'll have an allergy to something like that. Like having an allergy to the sun.
that'd be brutal.
Like what the fuck, man?
Or have you seen the disease that makes people's skin like so sensitive that it's like basically like they have butterfly wings, like that's what they compare it to.
Yeah.
And like just like brushing their skin will like slough it off and down to the point where like their nerve endings are. So they're just constantly like in huge amounts of pain.
Fucking kill me. I don't want.
Yeah, literally I just like I don't want to die.
I don't want nothing to do with that. It's 100% pain all the time.
It was like, yeah, every once in a while, like, I'll be walking and I'll accidentally scuff my shoe against my leg, and then I'll be regrowing fucking skin on my leg for like 3 weeks and be in excruciating pain.
Ferb, no, thank you.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Not on board.
It'd kind of be like my my favorite rule in King's Cup, where it's you can't touch yourself, so you just have to sit like this all the time.
I haven't played King's Cup in
I mean, we could play while we podcast.
another time, but I'm down.
Yeah, there's
today.
Heads Up. Have you played that game? That's kind of fun. Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, it was her idea anyways, but a game that she came up with. It's called Heads Up. I can just show you what it is instead of trying to explain it. 'Cause it's on my phone.
Is that like the one where you put it on your forehead?
Yeah, you go like this, and it's kind of like
Yeah, I've played that.
charades or whatever. You like act shit out and you pass it, or yeah, we did that when we were in Puerto Rico one of the days, and it was pretty enjoyable.
We haven't played any fucking drinking games in a while. It's been a long time.
Some beer pong. You should get a beer pong table right here.
We had a beer. The last time we had beer pong was Tour de Fat last
Your
year.
100th episode should be fucking beer pong.
All right, fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, maybe, I don't know.
Some
just
couches out of the
sitting there
way, got a
bull-
table.
bullshitting with some random screams from your opposing teammate. Every once in a while.
We used to play beer pong all the time. I miss shot parties because just with beer pong, you just fucking put the 4x8 sheet on fucking tires and then just fucking throw it.
Not give a shit about spilling.
Yeah.
You were in a
Make
couple
it
of those,
nice.
right?
What's that?
The shop parties we used to have at his dad's shop.
Sorry, I didn't hear you again.
The shop parties. That,
We used to have shot parties at my
Oh,
shop.
it was the shop parties. Honestly, that's where I thought you were doing this podcast.
At my shop.
Yeah. Dude, I had no idea that you lived so close to me either, too. Yeah, I
I've
don't
been
know.
over here except for 1 year since 2013. 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I used to live because my roommate, he bought this house and he owns the house next door too. So literally, like the last time I moved was like from there to here.
I wonder if I've been here and partied one night then.
Probably not this house, maybe that house. We used to like have all my shit in the garage, and it was fucking amazing, to be honest. Like we just like open the garage door and just party all night.
Yeah.
It's great.
Watch TV, play video games, whatever.
Yeah, the TV was there. I had my couches out back, fucking in the garage. And my computer was in there, and we
Where
just
does
fucking.
the time go, man?
I do so much
Isn't
shit.
that crazy?
I do so much shit that everything feels like fucking a billion years ago.
Yeah, being able to sit here in front of both of you, though. Like, for real, years and years.
It's been a long time. Again, I haven't seen you again 3 years, 4 years now.
I think it's just over 3.
Yeah, it was like Memorial Day.
That was
like
the
3.
last day. Was the tricycle?
Yeah.
You showed up in your full motorcycle gear. Like, literally, it's like 95 degrees out.
That's when all of us were wearing
Roasting.
fucking short shorts.
Oh yeah, I remember how hot it was.
Yeah. Because like it was like right before you like got into skydiving, because you invited me like when you first were starting to go,
Oh no shit.
and then like I couldn't go the weekend you invited me. I was like, the next time you fucking go, let me go, because I've been trying to go for years and I've never gone.
No
And like
shit.
then you just never, then you got like real into it, and now like you fucking skydive naked and all sorts of shit.
That only happened once.
It was an accident.
I mean, base jumping. I think base jumping's a little out of my league, but I go skydiving for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a whole different fucking level, honestly.
Yeah, you're just fucking literally. Well, there's the ground. We'll see what happens.
Dude, yeah, it's a weird thing. I mean, some people, they just have that edge. And I think if I would have gotten more involved with it like 10 years ago, it would have been a little bit of a different story, kind of with my testosterone levels through the roof or whatever I was on at the time, you know what I mean? Taking all that energy and like moving it over to something else for sure. But a lot of the people, like my base jumping coach, he was, I think he's 20, I think he's like 26 or something like that. So all of his buddies are batshit fucking crazy, full of energy, and it's kind of hard to keep up with them, honestly, sometimes. But yeah, just that's what I was always interested in from as long as I can remember, like 15 years ago, trying to feel, like how can someone just so calmly and relaxed walk up to an edge and just jump off? Regardless of, overthinking the consequences, or I could die doing this, but you could die walking across the fucking street too.
That's the way that I put it, for sure.
And legitimately, like, that's that sort of, like, mind fuck, like, thing that you have to, like, really step across. It's really easy to talk about it, but once you actually get to the bridge and then step over the railing, dude, it feels like, it's like life and death, man, in front of your eyes, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, no regrets for the feelings that it gave me.
Well, the people you met too through it.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Super kind of emotional topic, honestly, because you do it the first time, you're like, this is the moment that I've been waiting for over a decade almost. And I lived, like what was the big fucking deal?
Well,
Let's do it again.
That's like much of it too. Like like I can in my same way. Like I remember like I told somebody like the next year I went snowmobiling after breaking my legs. They're like, well, did you go like fast? I was like, yeah, I fucking jumped the same jump that I crashed on it, nearly the same speed. Like you can't be fucking afraid of it just because of the one time that it happens. Like because I've done it tons of times before that, tons of times after that. It's like fucking launch it, fuck it. Like again, what happens? Like I mean, I could die, but again, much the same. Like. There's a possibility of bus drives to the fucking house right now. We fucking die right here.
Seriously.
So it's like you can't be fucking afraid of it.
It'd be a weird bus route.
It would be a weird bus. I'm not saying it's like likely, but it's probably more likely than dying of skydiving.
Probably. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like the thing that's more than likely going to kill you as far as like a daily thing that everybody does is fucking drive.
I just don't want to be a vegetable, and I don't want to be paralyzed. I could give a shit otherwise.
Fair. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I was close to being paralyzed, and like there was thought processes on that stuff. Like, whereas like, well, we might have to amputate your legs. Well, I guess we'll be figuring out how to fucking do fun shit without fucking
Joke's
legs.
on you. You're gonna have to call me Lieutenant Dan from now on.
Lieutenant Dick.
Lieutenant.
But yeah, it's just one of those like scenarios where it's like we gotta have fun, otherwise what the fuck's the point?
Dude, totally 100% correct on that one.
These people that just sit and like do nothing all fucking forever and ever make no sense to me.
That's why, after this injury, I've been doing a lot of sitting and a lot of nothing.
You can stand sometimes too. I don't know if you know. Interesting.
No, but for real, after talking to it, and you're like, oh, come over to the podcast. I could have sat there, and then, I don't know. It just seemed fun. I just felt like I needed to like get out of the house, So
Hit
I
me up,
appreciate you guys.
hit me up whenever, dude. I'm available to do dumb shit on a regular. So.
All right. Bring the old days back again.
I genuinely still do the dumb shit. We fucking went to one of the kids that's normally here. He's still sick from last week, but his name's Travis, and he's normally like, we went to fucking Rec Room in Bondi a couple weeks ago, like fucking all hammered, and he's got like a fucking child. I mean, I'm like 8 years older than him, so he's not like too far out of it, but got all fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna just start drinking and we'll figure it out.
Building a race car.
I got 2 race cars to build this year.
Dude, sick.
Yeah.
I'm almost at the point to where I'd almost just donate my motorcycle to someone who could fucking fix it. For real.
That's fair.
I mean, it shouldn't go to the dump. I mean,
No.
posting something on Facebook like, come on, someone out there has got to have some knowledge for me, like, fix this thing. It's too, it's such good shape to just trash it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could part it out, but, I mean, that's not my thing either. So, once again, giving it to someone else that could...
Well, you want to see it keep going, too. You don't want to just see it parted out.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guarantee if you put it on Craigslist for the right amount or Facebook Marketplace.
I mean, honestly, it's not worth that much.
Kind of filter out people that just want something cheap and find the old guy that fucking fixes and restores motorcycles and be like, "You want to just help me fix this, and then I can ride it."
Well, it's really not about the money at the same time for me. It's just kind of a sentimental thing from like how I got the motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I could have sold it for $500 or whatever, broken down or whatever, but I don't know.
I'm sure you can find somebody if you
That's
like.
what I mean. You'll
in
find
the
a
right
random
place.
old dude who does motorcycle shit constantly, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I'll help you fix this."
So apparently that's the situation that I'm in right now. So my buddy was like, "Oh, dude, he just fixed my Triumph. Bring it over and we'll check it out." So that's what I put it on the trailer and took it over, and now it's got a huge dent in the gas tank. But it was already kind of fucked up anyways. But anyway, hopefully, yeah. I mean, he has a stator ordered, and I'm kind of waiting for a response. Hopefully soon. That's like, yeah, it's fixed. Come pick it up. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
Do it on a trailer and maybe use 3
Make-
straps this time.
Just make
Yeah,
it-
dude. No, I did have 3 straps. I had one on the back, and then one strap on each of the handlebars, like cranked down, and one of them fucking broke. So the other side just like, it just fucking cranked it down, on the side with the strap remaining. And so I don't know, maybe an extra strap on the front
Throw it in the
and the back.
Maybe.
Or just do like what we used to do when we used to like pull like we used to work on a bunch of motorcycles too, like back in the day. I'm glad I don't fucking do that shit for old shit. But like one time my brother was like riding one around and it died. And it was like fucking like 4 blocks from the shop. So I went and took the truck trailer over and I was like, we're not gonna strap this, just stand on it. Fucking
Yeah, just stand on the trailer.
Just sit on there.
Yeah. Drove by another shop. There's fucking this big ass boat. There's like 15 people around this big ass boat. For some reason, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. All I hear is fucking Papa Wheelie.
That's funny. I watched
I
the
forgot about
YouTube video of Tony Hawk, and he drives around and he says, "Do
Do
an
kickflip."
ollie or kickflip." Yeah.
I just love how many people like recognize him but don't like actually like, recognize him. Like, yeah, you look like fucking Tony Hawk.
Like Tony Hawk.
Now they're on their phone. They're like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up," or whatever. Just keep going with your day. And I'm like, "Wait, really? That was just Tony Hawk."
Right.
Never know.
I love those videos when he does that shit. But his persona like is still super fucking. I mean that he's still doing like 900s when he's like 50 years old.
This dude,
fucking-
he's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's a vegan. Just kidding.
He fucking might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty slender, but
Yeah,
all that
he's-
skateboarding around, man. I don't know.
Like he's still a twig.
He might be on a carnivore diet too. You never know. There's two ends of the spectrum there.
Meat
Yeah.
only.
I did the carnivore. Sorry, I thought you were passing it.
Oh, you're good.
Meat,
No,
eggs,
yeah.
meat, eggs, and cheese
Keto,
only.
right?
That's pretty much your fucking diet.
That was mine. Like that's serious. Like cheese every fucking day. Like I'd be hungry, I'd go to the fridge, and that's what I'd get was like cheese and crackers. Cheese is my thing. I swear to God. Like every single sort of cheese.
When I got fucking lactose, I'm glad I got rid of it. Fuck that shit.
What was it?
I got rid of cheese. I can't.
Cheese? Oh,
Yeah. I get apparently like 1 in 3 men become fucking lactose intolerant by the time of age of 30.
Mine was really bad for a while, and then it kind of got a lot better.
Yeah. I don't know. I basically skipped it. Like I'm feeling it in my gut right now with that fucking cheese, like for sure. It's like doing its thing, but at some point you just gotta fucking eat the sandwich and say fuck it. But yeah, I'm glad that I pretty much got most of it. I mean, like when it first happened, I was like fat. I like dropped like 30 pounds immediately. It was like 2-3 weeks, just fucking gone.
What'd you change?
Just no dairy.
No dairy. Yeah, 'cause I was pushing like 205 pounds and I'm back down to like 186, you know, and sitting on my ass. So I figured I would be going up in weight, sitting around.
It happens. Again, it's just one of those like, when I was fat, I was like 310, 315, 2014. I was like kind of depressed when I broke my legs, like things like that. Like, then I went and saw him for like a month and all we did was fucking drink and eat and smoke hookah. For an entire month I didn't do fucking anything. And like it took me like a couple of years to like recover from that. And then I was like, okay, I gotta fucking figure something out here. We gotta get out of this shit.
You did too, man. You're doing really, really awesome through all your running, dude.
I'm fat right now, but I'm gonna hopefully only get down to where you're heaviest, 205, 210. That's a good healthy weight for me. So
well, different builds, you know. Like 205 for me was a little over the top, but yeah, I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. I mean, yeah, with your weight and you're running a marathon, that's
I ran.
That's fucking strength.
When I ran the fucking the Spartan race, it was 209, and that was like, I mean, that was like super slim. Like that was pretty much like where I need to be. It won't take long to get back to there, but.
What's the farthest you've ran?
Half marathon's the farthest I've ran.
Is that 13?
It's 13 miles. The Spartan race is a lot harder because it's like a fucking obstacle course.
Yeah, every footstep or foot you take, you're doing a push-up or something.
Dude, that shit's fucking just like, I can't do it because my ankles won't take it. Too much fruit booting when I was a teenager. But my ankles don't like it, and I like, that race I was doing pretty well. Like, I was doing alright, and I fucking went to go down like there was like a downhill because it was at a ski resort in fucking Tahoe. And one of the hills like is just fucking all shale. So just fucking like sliding down that bitch. It was fucking horrible. Twisted my ankle, and the next obstacle was a 12-foot wall. I'm like, well, that's not gonna fucking happen. That's just tried a couple times, like fucking smashed my ankle a couple more times. I was like, no, I'm done. I can't. I just like fucking. I did whatever obstacles I could do after that, but like no walls, no like fucking lots of walking over that motherfucker. It was bad. It took me like 5 hours.
But you didn't fuck up your ankle or nothing, no?
No, it's well from when I broke my legs, it's permanently sprained. So like right now you can't tell because I got fucking eaten by bugs and my fucking legs all fucking swollen. But normally my left ankle's about, I'd say like 2 inches in diameter larger than my right ankle.
Jeez. And it's just from how it like rebuilt or so is that inflammation?
Yeah. So like when I was like 2000, like.
Before I forget,
What?
you should try to do some cortisone shots. See if it helps.
I've talked to doctors about it. It kind of is what it is. So.
It's wild what those shots do. Like
Couldn't that be bad though if you I know if you overdo it I think that could be bad, but
they say like usually 1 or 2 treatments most people will see like improvements in like areas where they have like really bad inflammation from like previous injuries and stuff. So like I did them right after I messed up my knee really bad, and I have like 95% flexion in it, which is great. So like it's still a little bit like I can't straighten my leg all the way, but like.
Yeah, so like the movement is like perfectly okay on it. It just like it doesn't take a lot of stress very well. That's pretty much all like it does. Because like I heard it like originally like I think it was like 2006. It like 2006 or 7 it got fucking sprained pretty bad, and then it was 2007. It got sprained pretty bad, and then they could see the previous injury. Like you're almost better off breaking your ankle than spraining it, because the sprain doesn't like heal up like you know the joints and so like it's not quite the same as like if it would have broken when I sprained it the first time. It probably would have been okay when it broke my legs, but it just basically like took the injury and like made it that much worse. And yeah, it's not like it's like, you know, I say permanently sprained just because of the way that it always is, but it's not like it fucking hurts or anything. It just.
I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, you'd think, you know, yeah, supporting running that far. would
Yeah.
be-
And running doesn't really bother it that much. It's more like, unless you're like
probably
on
almost
like.
helps.
It does. It's like if you're on road, but like as soon as you get to the trail where you do a lot of.
Oh,
This?
trail running.
Yeah, and that's where
uneven.
that's where the Spartan race is like not so fucking good for me.
Mm.
Have you tried running with an ankle brace?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done like some like if it's flat trail running like on a dirt road or something, it's not too bad. But it's like, you know, when you actually like have to like turn and do dumb shit with it. And like I've done like I did a race before the Spartan race, which was actually it was a duathlon. And it was like 9 miles of bike riding and like, or wait, it was 13 miles of bike riding and 9 miles of running. And it was only supposed to be like 4 miles of running. And they're like, oh, we kind of fucked up. It's a lot longer.
Like, thanks, asshole. Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really matter because like at the top of it where you did run, like the bike would have been just as slow because it's so steep. You've been fucked because it was up at like it started at like 8,000 feet and went to like 12.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a fucking gnarly race and it was super fun. If they do it again, I want to do it because it was a super fun race.
What was it called?
It was the Snowy Range Duathlon. So it was
Okay.
up in Medicine Bow.
Is that when you were riding your bike like all the way up like to it, or what?
So basically, you started on your bike, and then you did the run in the middle, and then you finished on your bike.
Oh, okay.
And it was all like ATV trails and like dirt roads and stuff. I almost hit a fucking cow at like 40 miles an hour on my bike. Yeah, like so we're coming down, and since it's so steep, you're just fucking. And I was like, the run was slow. I was like struggling with the run. So I'm not. I run, but I don't. I'm not fast at it. I'll never be fast at running. On a bike, I'm pretty quick, but on a run, I'll never be fast. My gait's too short. But yeah, I ran, and then I was like trying to like catch my sister because she like fucking I like crushed her on the first bike, and then she like crushed me on the run because she's a runner. And I was like trying to
fast.
Yeah, so I was trying to like catch back up with her. She's running the Boston Marathon in October.
Really?
Yeah, she's pretty fast. So I was trying to catch back.
Being how short she is.
Yeah, she's like 5'1", 5'2". Yeah, she's like she can run like her like slow pace for her 5K is like 23 minutes. Yeah, she's pretty fast. So I was like trying to catch her on the bike. So I'm like going down the fucking this dirt road, and you know it's a standard dirt road, but it's like, you know, it's pretty flat. There's not a lot of ruts or anything. It's just standard dirt road. And I'm just like maxed out pedaling. Like I can't pedal the bike any faster because I'm just going so fast on my mountain bike, and literally just like this cow fucking crossed the road right in front of me. Like there's a picture of it somewhere. The lady had her camera up because it was like right before a corner. And the cow was like, I literally was like on a dirt road, like doing like it was wild. I could just slap it on its
dropping
ass.
it down like.
Yeah, on a dirt road that's not really made for bicycling. That it was pretty wild, but it's a fun race, and it was like $25 or something.
Yeah, hitting
your
a
shirt.
cow going that fast.
That would hurt.
You're like hitting a fucking wall.
Go right over it.
The cow wouldn't move, that's for sure.
And you just
I'm
have
pretty
to,
sure if 250 pounds would have fucking hit in the side doing 40 miles an hour, it'd notice.
At least knock the air out of it or something.
Yeah, I'm sure if I would have slammed into it, it would have fucking noticed.
You would have gotten a head turn and fucking whatever.
You just had to finish it off while it was laying there like me, myself, and Irene. And it's like putting its fingers in the nose.
Yeah, that would have been a brutal. It would have hurt me bad. I would have been not in good shape for sure. Again, it would have just been like hitting a fucking car or some bullshit. Hitting a person.
Ugh.
And plus, I'm doing that fast, so I'm gonna hit the dirt road.
Yeah.
Going 35 miles an hour, or whatever the fuck I am going. It was only like fucking 4 miles from where I broke my legs too. That's where this race was. Yeah. So it would have been like no more. I'm not going back there. It's like my favorite place on the planet. I'm just like nah, I can't
Never
go back
back to Wyoming.
It's like a glitch in the Matrix.
Who fucking know that place?
Not supposed to survive past this point for some reason.
Do not pass.
Yeah, Final Destination scenario. You return to the fucking promised land. You fucked up.
I was thinking about the redneck ride. Like, that was pretty sketchy.
So you know what's different this year, right?
Yeah, they're doing it at Dairy Farm, right?
Mm-hmm. They're doing it at Mountain Fresh.
Yeah.
At Noosa.
Morning, Fred?
Morning Fresh Dairy.
Morning Fresh, what did I say?
Mountain Fresh.
Mountain
It's
Fresh.
close enough. Yeah, I know, it's not gonna be fun.
So yeah, it's
But
not gonna be quite the same.
I feel like I could have easily done 60 miles an hour on a lot of those roads.
Well, you hit like 52 or 53,
Yeah.
and that was the first like major ride on my bike. So I was like, I didn't like know like what it was gonna do. It's like I hit like 48. And like, you didn't go that fast. I was like, my first fucking ride on the goddamn bike. I can't like explain like. I'm like, you can plenty go faster. There's no problems there. I just didn't know what it was gonna be like.
It was real sketchy.
How big is that course at Morning Fresh?
I have no idea. They didn't. They said ride as long as you want to. So I don't know if that means it's like a mile and you're just doing fucking loops,
Yeah.
or if it's they actually have something like. I don't know how big Morning Fresh is.
Oh, dude, Morning Fresh Dairy Place.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
actual.
from Noosa, and I
Yeah.
know that because my brother just did a town job for
Mhm.
them. They sold that shit to Nestle for like $700 million fucking dollars.
Wow. Do you know how big the property that they have is though?
Dude, thousands of acres.
Really?
So I helped my brother on that towel job, and when we were there, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I got a guy that got me this job was just over here, and I was talking to him, and he has a he's into 4-wheel driving, or 4x4 shit or whatever. But he asked him, he was like, could I go off on one of your roads? They were like, oh dude, yeah, fucking do whatever you want. He was like, how far can I go? And they said, I wouldn't worry about that.
Bring extra gas.
Until
I
you
have
have
no
to turn
idea.
around.
No, legitimately, yeah. They owned thousands and thousands
Okay.
of fucking acres. Like,
We are likely going to do a charity ride for Parkinson's, and apparently they're doing it at the Morning Fresh property.
the blue cow or the howling cow, or is it at the?
That's as much as they said. They said it's going to be on Morning Fresh Dairy property.
That's the name of the cafe, right? Is Howling Cow.
Howling Cow,
Yeah.
yeah, it's theirs too. So like right when you turn off at 287, where that is, their property starts there and follows the highway, and then at Ted's place, when you turn to go up like the Pooter Canyon, they own the other side of that as well, all the way to the foothills and over the tops of them. So like both directions from Howling Cow, just the same distance, and then west from that 287 and that curve where the Howling Cow is. Like I don't even know how many miles, but just
It's all dirt roads, though, I'm assuming, right?
yep.
That's going to be super fun. On a road bike.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Morning Fresh. Because I know that when I was up there, they were talking about Morning Fresh, and that's the delivery milk thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same thing. But
Well, I don't know if there's like an actual like specified ride. It's just come bring your bicycle and ride around.
I think they'll probably have a planned route, but more of like,
More of a circuit than that.
just do it as many times as you want type of thing.
That's fair. I mean, it still should be fun. I mean, it's the day of Tour de Fat. And we're actually having a Tour de Fat, so
Yeah.
which is fucking rad.
When is that? The 28th?
28th.
Yeah, the 28th of
Oh,
August.
28th, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come back for that.
We're full. You feeling alright? Turn the fan on.
20-second delay.
I'm gonna see if I can find a full body like lobster costume and wear a lobster costume and ride around the Tour de Fat.
They make lobster costumes that big?
Maybe.
Hopefully,
I might need two. And
Pretty fucking tall,
sew
dude.
them
Yeah,
together.
then you have like 12 fucking legs. I like it.
I don't know. Should I bum one of these Zins? Or
Yeah, you can have a Zen or a Rogue.
I don't know, man. What do we got here? 6 Miller. Oh, they're all 6s around.
They're all strong dudes.
Are they yours?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Avery.
Yeah, there's
Avery, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I don't
Avery.
know. I just got these two flavors today, and I've never had them before. So
What flavor?
one's like mango, and honey lemon. They're interesting.
Yeah, the rug ones I'm not a huge fan of.
They're cheaper, and that's about the only thing that they have going for them.
That's like more like actual tobacco.
Yeah,
kind of
they
deal.
remind me of snus. They remind me of like the Camel snus without tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Like they taste exactly the same. It's weird.
That's probably what they were going for.
That damn nicotine.
Have you done any of the CBD
I haven't.
ones? No.
I think that's my eventual plan to quit.
CBD pouches?
Is
Yeah.
CBD pouches.
What?
They're
Yeah.
not cheap though. I think you get like 10 for like $9.
What else we got? Is there? Oh, I'm gonna try a not. What is it? Montucky? Montucky? Montucky.
It reminds me of PBR that kind of tastes like an apple.
An apple?
Mhm.
Or an asshole?
Apple.
I guess it depends on your perspective about PBR.
Or your perspective of an apple.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I'll drink whatever. I'm not complaining. PBR. Everyone, I just, growing up in a microbrewery capital. It's kind of.
We go all over the board again. Super cheap to super expensive.
Oh yeah.
How much were the
I'm a
4-packs
fan.
at Walworks?
16.
They don't even give you like a discount while you're there.
I think
No, they're either 15 or 16.
That I got was 18, but it was fucking like 2 of one and
Yeah.
2 other singles. And,
Yeah, the standard 4-packs I think are 16.
That's what always kills me is their 4-packs are literally like I could get
Right. Again, it's.
a 12-pack.
Here's my thing: is yeah, you get a 30 rack of fucking Honey Brown for $16 or whatever.
I don't want to drink that.
$16.
It's not bad. It's not one that I drink a lot of, but like if you wanted to have like a couple of beers, like it's one of those like yeah, not a problem.
yeah.
It's just too heavy to drink a fucking like shit ton of them.
That was
So again, my favorite beer is from Crooked Stave, and you buy it from the liquor store. It's fucking $13 for 12 ounces.
Yeah, they ain't cheap.
I mean, they had a couple of the 4-packs that
Why are their
Wiley
beers so
Roots
expensive?
were
What?
26, I think.
Because they can.
No, because especially for sours and like odd beers, it takes a long time for them to
A
ferment.
long time, and they have to get barrels, and they use a bunch of fruit too. And
Yeah, so there's a lot of storage costs in that, like lots of like expensive materials.
and they make higher ABV stuff, so they got to use more sugar and double or triple yeast.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just that's why it's more expensive. Whereas it's like, don't get me wrong, I still love me a Budweiser, but like there's a reason why that's like so much less expensive because it's like we make this and this is what it is. Now we have the highest quality ingredients, so we give a shit about it, but we only do this. And I was drinking. There's a Bud Light Planet over there. They're fucking delicious too. I don't give a fuck.
My guess is that it costs Budweiser 5 cents to get a can, maybe 10 cents to get a can delivered to a store, like from.
Right, per can, that's probably pretty similar. I'd agree with that.
And I would guess Crooked Stave is probably 30 cents or 40 cents.
I bet it's more than
I
that.
think so.
Yeah. Again, you gotta look at storage costs. So you have to have a lot of room if you're gonna sell a lot of that beer. Otherwise, you're gonna have a very small batch of that beer, and is it worth it at that point?
You do the math.
I don't know the math. That's what I'm saying. Like aging a beer, because a typical sour, like La Folie, takes a year.
Mm-hmm.
They store it for a year while it's fermenting that whole time.
That's delicious beer too.
Right. So and that's the reason why it's expensive because they have to store that shit for a year, and then they bottle it and they do all the stuff.
Yeah, there was a unfiltered farmhouse ale, Tank 7. Have you ever tried that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was. They only sold it in a pack of 4, and it was still like $12 or $15 or something.
I remember my favorite beer from New Belgium was, we were talking about last night actually, it was 10-10-10.
Trip 10, yeah.
It was brewed on October 10th of 2010.
Oh.
And so they called it 10-10-10. And I remember that shit was like my favorite beer, but they only, this is only brewed on one day, there's only so much of it. And then I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, the mayor, they had found a keg.
Really?
New Belgium had found a keg, and they're like, here you go. And I was like, fuck yeah! It was so fucking good because now it's aged and shit. It was fucking good.
We have Freak.
Yeah,
Freak's one of my favorites.
Freak is good.
It's not New Belgium, but
That's Odell's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I saw it at the liquor store across the street the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this." Oh, it's $19 for a 4-pack,
I bought
and they're 12-ounce bottles too.
a brown ale sour that was from Black Bottle. It was at the liquor store. It was $23. We have a $23 beer. It was it was a 32 ounce or whatever. So it was a bigger one, a bomber. So that wasn't too crazy. But I had that, and then we had a fucking 12-pack of fucking the variety pack of Four Loko for $12 or $15, what it was. I was all, yeah, we're doing this.
This equals out.
Dude looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Four Locos
I'm
are
gonna have
crazy.
the good one, and then I'm gonna drink the shitty ones afterwards.
Dude, I didn't drink that one beer for like a couple months actually. But actually, like the Four Loko like variety pack, the apple one is good. Like it actually like tastes like fucking apple Jolly Ranchers.
Sweet.
It's 14% alcohol too.
That's too much.
And the grape one was like okay, like it was like whatever.
It had caffeine in it too, didn't it?
No, they don't. They don't anymore.
They
They can't. Yeah, and
Too
then
many people died.
just people. It's old people. It's not like I can't just add my own caffeine to it if I wanted to.
Well, the problem is
The
too,
seltzer they had there was like 12%. It was actually pretty good. It was like mango or something. It was actually like decent. But the blue raspberry was fucking disgusting.
I think I'd like it.
What?
I feel like I'd like it.
No, nobody liked it that tried it. It was fucking gross. We like threw the last can away.
Reminds me of Boone's Farm, like back in the day.
The first time we did the podcast, I bought Four Locos and Boone's Farm and something else.
Mad Dog was the one we had. Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, you're right. It was Mad Dog. It wasn't Boone's Farm.
Yeah, it was Mad Dog. We had a fucking Mad Dog 2020. We should just buy the whole like spiel one night and drink some of, not all of it. Because
Honestly, if you told me it was something else, I'd be like, this is pretty good.
every time we have it Hypnotic,
It's
anytime we
cheap.
bring Hypnotic, it's fucking cheap as shit, and it's immediately drink.
It's not like I feel like shit after we're drinking a lot of it, but
Four Loco.
No,
any of those,
and any of that sugary
Oh, I
stuff,
get it.
and yeah.
more sugar than I've had in a month.
It's fair.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've had a soda since my birthday, so 7 months.
Do you like kombucha?
I like booch.
I don't.
No?
I'm not a fan.
I like sour shit. I'm surprised
That's-
you don't like it.
That's
I
what
don't,
got
I
me-
don't know why I don't like it. I just don't like it.
That's what got me off of pop. Really, it kind of replaced that whole.
I have one
need
every
for-
once in a while, but like it's not for me anymore.
If you brew it yourself, it's way fucking better. A lot of them is, you buy from the store is really really strong for sure. Carbonation, and then I brewed it for I don't know how many months. But it if you do it yourself, it's fucking awesome. It's delicious. You you just muddle up your own fruit and stuff it down in the bottle and do the second fermentation.
Sounds dope.
Yeah, you just sip on it, little raspberry in there. It's like super bright pink.
That's what
Oh, dude, it's.
I mean,
delicious.
I have the room for that kind of stuff. I just haven't ever. Again, it's not really my wheelhouse.
Sure.
I remember like when Avery was brewing beer back in the day.
Yeah, and then I made that one batch that
Ruined it for you.
Maybe if I brew some more kombucha, I'll bring some over so you can try
I'll
it.
try it. What are you gonna grab? Ugh.
it's delicious.
No, it's not. It's not good.
Dude, sake, if you do it the right way,
Or
man.
no, it's this is soju.
Yeah, that's soju. That one's not
Rice.
good. I generally like soju, but that one I cannot. I do not like it.
That's right. Well, still rice. Right?
This is the best-selling hard alcohol in the entire world.
I know.
Is it really?
It's because it's the only thing they fucking drink and fucking
It's like,
try it.
It's like 12%, 17%. It's not like tequila. It tastes like if vodka was good.
It's not for me.
Just a slight sweetness to it. It's really not bad. Like throw that with some like sparkling water and drink a gallon of it. Not a gallon of this, but like, unfortunately, be really hydrated and.
Sure.
You gotta grab the.
Do you want more of this or you want some of that?
No, I'm good. Thanks. It almost kind of looks like just bottled water or something.
That's like.
I bet you could get away with it being bottled water.
Yeah, easily. Fucking when I was in Mexico.
Yeah, just rip this thing off and walk. Dude, you're solid. Yeah.
It's delicious.
Ooh, yeah, that's.
I don't like it. If you like it, that's fine. Drink it.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
It goes down way easier than vodka.
Right. Yeah, when
I don't know. I've been known to fucking. I don't do it anymore, but I've been known for
some shoe nice shit.
like he's seen it where a full bottle of fucking 175 of vodka down my face in like a single. Ask him about it.
When we were in Mexico, I was getting up every day and going to the grocery store and grabbing like, basically like their version of Walmart, which was super cool because I could go get like a nice like roll and a banana, and I was getting like a Pellegrino every morning because it was the only thing that they had cold water-wise. But in Mexico, a lot of their beers are in green bottles, and I swear, like probably every 3 minutes when I was on the street, someone would go, "You're drinking already?" I'd be like, "Fuck, it's fucking water." So same story with this thing. I'm sure that would be a better plan. That's this really bad story. In my head. It's not great.
Yeah, you can get real fucked up on that if you just took that label off and went to
They
it.
even have like the easy access rip off label. I'm gonna bring this to you tomorrow.
Getting hydrated.
I feel like, especially like if a cop like pulled me out of the water and was like, "What are you drinking?" I'd be like, "Fucking smell it, officer. It's water.
It's rice water.
It's rice water."
Well, and the police are stupid, so.
I got drunk at home and now I'm here. You should have seen my BAC like an hour ago. I'm fucking wasted.
I'm glad you're here now. Fuck, an hour ago it was a mess.
Pulled me out of the water. I don't know how long I've been in.
Half the time, like, all they fucking, like, if they, like, tell you, just fucking jump in with your fucking tube and just be on your way. They get fucking all pissed because what they're gonna do.
You gonna get in the water and chase me?
Yeah. I'll see you in Greeley, motherfucker.
Scared. Send your dog out, big friend.
So we still with one viewer.
That counter does not work correctly. There was like, we were playing games whenever we were playing GeoGuessr one day, and I got raided by some big GeoGuessr guy. And there was like, I had like 150, 200 viewers just like playing games. We're just being assholes on Geo. I don't know if you've ever seen GeoGuessr. It like puts a picture of like somewhere in the world and you'd like find where it is.
It's like Google Earth. You know, like, remember when Google Earth came out and basically you could like hop on and literally just explore around the world via roads.
Sure.
Or like Google Maps now where you can like do like street view. Like, it's with that and you can like go around and like click around corners and like zoom into shit.
Yeah, just try to find where you are in the world. And it's apparently like a big thing on fucking Twitch.
That's a game?
Yeah.
So they
It's pretty fun.
Great, it's super.
Wait, so what do? They post a picture?
So, no, so like it'll like in the game it's like so like you'll have like 10 players or whatever, and then like it'll go through rounds of like how close you are, and the lowest person gets knocked out.
So it'll pick like a random place where someone has decided to take a still picture of that Google Earth or that Google Maps, and typically you can explore for as long as you want to, but it's like 30 seconds usually that you have to like try and figure out. Okay, if I'm gonna put a pin on the map anywhere in the world, where is it? And you have to use like context clues and
Like language, if you see a sign or something.
basically guess where you are. And the way it works is like the person that out of like your 10 people that's farthest away gets eliminated for that round, and it goes through 9 or 10 rounds, and then one person just wins because they're typically like they are the closest every time.
Okay.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, but we had like like at one point there was like 180 viewers and it said like 20. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, it just doesn't. It is not an accurate representation of what it could be, and it only works on like 2 or 3 of the platforms that we have, and we're on 5.
Sure, I'll have another sip. Why not?
Says the man that drinks 1 beer a week.
No, seriously, this is gonna be. I was just thinking I'd probably have to call my girlfriend to come pick me up. My brake lights aren't working right now either. I don't think.
Yeah, you better get
It's
something.
not worth it. Especially if you had.
I mean, as long as you're having fun, that's
3
what matters
beers
in
at
the end
Shiba
game.
Inu.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. Nicotine, alcohol.
Yeah, we kind of like reverted you back. Sorry.
Laughter.
You went to
Yeah.
old stomping grounds at fucking Chiba Hut and started there and fucking.
Dude, that's what it was. So, yeah, I just went there. I was like, I'm just gonna have 1 beer before I go to the podcast. I'm gonna be in 3 drinks, and now, yeah.
I'm back in my safe place.
Man, it's been forever since I was in the Chiba Hut over on Taft.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been in there.
they expanded it, so there's
It's
a
big
haircut place. They're next door now. Full bar, a lot more seating, big outside area to kind of hang out.
probably like 40% bigger than the one on Laurel.
There.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's decent sizes, for sure.
I've been in the Laurel Run the last like couple months, but
Is it bigger kitchen or just more seating or what?
More
Seating.
more seating.
More seating, yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna, just like one's, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, like one.
long
one-
corridor.
Yeah, kind of like a commercial space. They just moved it over and knocked the wall down, so it's like this huge square
Yeah.
space now.
Decent sized bar too. I think they got like probably like 10, 15 seats.
At the bar, yeah.
Or the one on Floral has 6.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
I probably haven't been to the Chiba Hut on Laurel since you worked at TI.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably not even worth it now. Once again, yeah, new owner, man.
I've gone in there and it's been fine,
Yeah,
but it's it's.
just not the same as it would be,
No.
bringing it back.
Dude, I miss TI like all the time. That and Barcade. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Barcade and TI. Like TI was like we had free reign to do whatever the fuck we wanted to do. So like, that was why it was so fun because it like, I worked there, but like on those Mondays and Thursdays we fucking got rowdy.
So rowdy. Every
Dude.
single night.
What was it? What was like the general manager's name? He used to like bring over like the fucking like company card. He was like everybody gets shots.
Is that Craig Hulse?
Yeah, he would like come over and he would like give me the
bald
fucking
kind of guy?
yeah. He'd give me the fucking card and then we'd just get fucking hammered on fucking and then he'd tip me out like $400 every fucking Monday for like 2 years until Will like pissed everybody off over there at the time. I don't even remember what happened, but like yeah, for like 2 years I made like $200 to $400 every Monday, and all it was we just got hammered on a Monday, like because like the
That
owners.
was their Friday.
Yeah, the owners
Yeah.
would fucking just get me full of shots. You guys would get me full of shots. We trade fucking beers for fucking, or shots for fucking munchies.
Yeah. Yeah, that Craig, when he was managing there, I was working a shift one night as a manager, and he comes in and he's like, "Come on, we should go down the street and drink some margaritas." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm fucking working right now." And he literally, so he's a GM, so he just was like, "All right, Jeff's fucking leaving. We're gonna go down the street." And he pulled me off of my shift, and we went to Los Tarascos.
Oh yeah.
And he was like buying me drink after drink, and we got to the point to where we'd known the bartender at Los Tarascos for a little while.
Well, that was when Hugo was still over there too.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And he was like, "All right, let's see how fast you can drink a pitcher of margaritas." So then we started playing this
That's
game.
never a fun
No,
game.
no,
After
yes.
you've already had
And
multiple
well, the thing is, like,
margaritas.
fucking, and then also Hugo would just fucking put a bunch of shots in front of you too.
That's what he did. So I chugged this huge pitcher of margaritas, and I had a brain freeze, but it was like in my back, and that's something I had never ever felt before.
Yeah, this is your whole
I'm
body's like.
literally going to die right now.
And it was seriously crippling. And then he brought out ghost pepper salsa, and I had some of that, and I drank a 1050 beer, and then literally like 10, 15 minutes after
I'm
that,
sure you were
Don't
hammered.
remember my life for the
I
next 3
blacked-
days.
so I blacked out, and I was following Craig back to Chiba Hut, and when we got there, I was still working, right? I'm still on a shift, and I got back to Chiba Hut, and he starts running across the street, because we're fucking plastered at this point, and I was blacked out. I don't remember this, but I literally chased him down the alley, and I forgot who I was chasing, and I literally like hip tossed him and just slammed him on the fucking ground.
I got some. A buddy of ours brought me. It's like moonshine. It's in that little like.
Oh, we got to finish this story.
What was the?
Oh, that was pretty
Yeah.
much it. Yeah. No, I slammed him. Yeah, I wish he was here to talk about it because he's like, dude.
Yeah, Craig was rad. He was again. We just did. You guys would fucking tip me out. I'd be fucking hammered on a Monday. We'd watch like movies or whatever in the fucking in TI. You guys just keep coming back and over. Still love that fucking shit. But yeah, we got some like moonshine of this like 90% alcohol.
It's delightful.
Is that apple cider or
Carolina
something?
No, it has Carolina Reaper in it.
Ugh.
It's actually really good.
It tastes really good, but it's
No,
fucking.
I've had bad experiences with peppers and alcohol.
It's
yeah,
really good.
You just like that was one that you like.
What's your spice tolerance?
It's pretty high so I have a couple different stories now. So I might,
Yes,
my-
straw.
so my
I don't think I have a straw. Maybe a fork.
So my brother worked at this like Asian pizza place that opened up, and it wasn't Asian pizza place. It was weird, right? So the theme was all over the place with their menu, and they weren't open for very long, but it was kind of by hibachi grill. And
which hibachi?
Shields and.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what it was. It was like I know exactly. I used to live over there for like a couple years, and I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was like a hibachi or something like that. But it was right next door, and they had this alcohol. It was like vodka, but what do you?
It's just a little taster. It's on the end of the fork. You just need it.
It's a little spicy, but it goes away real fast.
Yeah. See that brings
it
it back.
Yeah, you do a fucking full like thing.
So there was a bottle there though. So they were infusing this alcohol with peppers, and they were like talking shit, like carrying on. This is the hottest, alcoholic infused drink, blah blah blah. They had a scorpion pepper and a Trinidad pepper and all this shit in it, and they got me to take a shot. And while I was sitting there,
just wait for it.
While I was sitting
I
there,
tried it the last time. I did like a quarter of a straw of it.
Yeah.
Did you? Then you're the only person that's not been able to.
I really like it.
No, it tastes great in my opinion.
But they ended up giving me a shot of this, and literally while I was sitting there, I started like pouring sweat off of my body, and ended up throwing up.
Yeah, well, that would be what you would do with that one for sure. If you like went down on, like if you did like a shot of it, it'd be brutal.
Yeah, that's what this did. It made me throw up, and it was just a horrible experience. So that's happened twice. So I was a caretaker for a quadriplegic guy, and he took me to Thai Pepper.
I love Thai Pepper. I miss it.
That's dangerous sometimes.
So since for his paralysis or whatever his situation was, he couldn't feel the peppers in his stomach, and he didn't get the same effect. So they had cut up a bunch of Thai chilies, and they just spread it out all over his dish, and he didn't finish it. And he was like, "You want to finish my dish?" So I finished it. And I was a caretaker, so I was driving around town, and I had to stop like real fast. Like something was hitting my stomach, starting to sweat my ass off. And he was like, "Let's go to Five Guys." So we went to Five Guys, and right when we stopped,
okay, wait. So like you went to Thai Pepper and got food?
No, yeah. Well, I finished this dish, and then I was driving around town. And he was like, "Let's stop here." So we wanted a milkshake. So we stopped to get a milkshake, and while we were right when we parked, I took a step out, and I just started throwing up all over the place in the parking lot. And I did it again when we got inside, and it was just that same familiar feeling was just fucking so excruciatingly hot, like
Teddy Pong used to be fucking gnarly at Thai Pepper, where he would fuck shit up.
Like food poisoning, like fucked up. Like.
He would make dumplings. He made dumplings one day that like I couldn't fucking see after eating it because my eyes were like swollen. It was fucking gnarly.
Yeah, it was crazy. He was an excellent chef. Kind of a fuck terrible person, but.
Who was that?
His name was Titty Pong.
Teddy Pong you're talking about? Yeah. What was that black dude's name that was working there?
Stefan.
Yeah. Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, he was around.
Sure.
I haven't seen him in a couple months, but.
It's all good. My mouth is on fire, so.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought it was
I
okay.
didn't want to pass it on. No, I love it.
I know, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's not like not spicy, considering all you're doing is like the coating of the spoon.
Oh yeah, I would never say that was not spicy.
I was gonna make spicy margaritas with it at some point.
That sounds pretty good, like a mojito kind of thing.
Yeah, either a spicy mojito would be pretty good with it too, actually.
Hannah made some good ones. You should get the recipe from her.
Who?
Hannah. I think it was just jalapeno cucumber. They're delightful.
Sounds good.
Dude, I haven't smoked hookah for fucking years, man. This is badass.
I love everything that is happening right now.
No, seriously, this is the most stimulated I've been for months.
I'm only sweating a little bit from the Carolina Reapers, and I'm a little intoxicated.
Good old Montucky.
There you go.
I do love me some Montauk. I'll drink like on occasion if we're going rowdy, I'll drink like well over half of that 30 rack of that Montucky, and it costs like $25.
Just like in the old days, man, slamming down the cheap beers.
Yep. Well, when you have those like momentary realizations, you're like, this is fun.
Man, when I used to work at TI, I used to drink so goddamn much.
Dude, me and you both, man. You were you're my bartender, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
I remember, like, especially when Charlie started coming around, dude, it was like 50 drinks in a night, just getting fucking, like, and being, like, drunk, don't get me wrong, I'm drunk, but, like, not, like, gross. If I drink that much now, we'd have a fucking, like, hissy fit for sure. I'd still do, like, 20, 25 and have, like, a fucking, like, non-throw-up night, but, like, 50, like it used to be, oof. Just, again, straight just bottles of booze, like, did not matter.
Oh, my God. What is this horn thing sitting here? I keep looking over at it.
That one doesn't have the end on it. I have another one.
Train horn?
It's a semi-truck horn.
Semi-truck horn.
Okay.
I have another one that's hooked to an air tank. My roommate is not particularly fond of it. when I first got together, they was like, I did put it together for my sister's graduation because she graduated high school in May. And so I brought it to like just be like at the graduation, but like we got like I showed it off on the podcast or whatever, and then me and Travis went out downtown, and we got fucking real drunk, like real rowdy, real drunk. Found some like one of our other friends, brought him back. We're all fucking just hammered as shit. It's like 3 a.m. and we'll it's loud as fuck. Like all the windows open. Like I'm sure the neighbors weren't pleased. And because with the big tank, you can do it like 70 times. And you know, it's a fucking truck horn.
Yeah, I could hear it too, yeah.
I just burn, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, man. Yeah, when we were in Puerto Rico, our host for our Airbnb out there, I don't know if you ever been to like Puerto Rico or island, like Costa Rica or anywhere. I mean, their roads, literally like for like a 2-lane regular road, it's like half the size, literally like the size of one fucking car, and everyone's driving around. You know, there's never a straight road. So in the middle of the island is where we were staying at, and from either direction it was like 16 miles of the coast, but it would take you like 2 fucking hours to drive this.
Just because you're always pulling over.
Yeah, well, literally like
down.
never a straight line. It was just like we were turning left or right, and it was never anything besides that. And I don't know where I was going with that. I guess
The horn. You're talking the horn.
Oh yeah, so he installed one of those semi truck horns in his Ford. It's like one of the newer Ford. Oh, it was a Ford Raptor. But yeah, it was. He said that was the first thing that he installed when he moved to the island because he grew up there and he knew how people were and how aggressive they were. It's like, yeah, if you pull that horn.
I thought about putting a pair of them on the Envoy because it's got an air compressor and air suspension in the rear.
Oh, okay.
And so like it holds like quite a bit of pressure. It's all because it's like already on it, like it already fucking exists. It'd be super funny, like just this minivan looking fucking thing driving way too fast. That's how I drive it. It does not drive slow. But yeah, I thought about putting some of those on there, especially if they're playing with it. I have another tank. Took that one up too, so like I'll have 2 fucking air horns. It's gonna be great for Tour de Fat. I'm gonna put it in the fucking kitty fucking trailer. Just, you hold on to it, yeeting. It's gonna be great.
Are you coming back for that? Do you have plans to come back again and to visit?
Try to, yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is like fucking plane tickets this year are fucking like way crazy expensive compared to what they were like even pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
What is it? One way.
My trip cost me like $650.
So you flew out then?
Yeah.
$650 one way.
That's both ways.
Round trip, yeah.
It's not awful, but it's really.
But that's with luggage, and I paid a little bit more because it was a direct, like Portland to Denver flight, and like hours were more convenient. So I mean, it wasn't the cheapest flight that I could find, but it was
Pretty average flight.
It was most convenient. So it was like I'll pay a little bit more for the convenience factor.
Sure.
You also bought it a little late too.
Huh?
You also bought it a little late.
Yeah, I did. I was procrastinating like I always do.
Was it your parents out here? Is that who you came to visit, or what?
He
No,
came
my
visit us.
parents are back in Maine.
Oh no shit, dude, nice, yeah, cool.
Oh, they're in New Hampshire.
No, they're Maine.
Yeah, and he just came up to fucking do this.
It's like the old times,
Do
man.
this, do some fishing, you know.
Yeah, that was cool.
Drink some
Yeah,
beer, eat some food.
cool. So you're,
See my friends and just relax a
So
little bit.
when are you moving, man?
We'll see.
So you probably work on some big engines out here somewhere, huh?
Oh yeah, there's
Totally, because
plenty of that for cat work and stuff like that. Not really what we do, but there's plenty of cat work to do.
could start a turbo shop.
Good. There's not a lot of that going on.
Industrial turbo shop.
Some of those turbos you send me are just fucking gargantuan. They're like fucking.
Yeah, they're fun. They're like 800 pounds.
The housing weighs more than I do.
Yeah, it weighs like 4 of you.
Just the housing.
Yeah, the bear turbo is like, I don't know, 750 pounds, something like that. It's crazy. It's fun. It's, different. Very different.
It looks like it's pretty fun, honestly.
It's kind of, in a sense, it's kind of like elite type work because there's not much of it going on in the United States. A lot of that stuff goes back to Europe.
Sure.
So,
Brag much.
no. Pretty humble.
Whatever you say, Kendrick.
No, who knows? We'll see.
Is there a market for it, Ivor?
Yeah, I mean, there's already some turbo shops and stuff like that. Denver and one Mountain.
I mean, this is one of those things like they ship them to you anyways, so it's like you can do
if they
it
ship
anywhere.
them from California or Ohio to Maine or Colorado, it doesn't really matter. They're getting shipped somewhere.
How the fuck do you ship that?
Freight. They put it in a crate and
yeah.
ship it on.
It's like the same thing as when you ship motors, like engines.
You just have a good established connection with a shipping company or somebody that does long haul trucking.
Man.
All right, hey,
Your
you
shit's out of commission for like months.
go to California and pick up this engine
Hot
for me.
piece of.
Hot piece of crap.
It's a bunch of junk.
And they ship it from Bay Area, California to Maine, and you're like, why is this even here? None of this is usable. You just paid $2,500 to ship it here.
Buy any turbo.
Well, that's the thing is that they
You
have.
could have taken a half an hour to send me 12 pictures, and I could have told you don't send it.
It's one of those things like you gotta think like when it comes to like that big of stuff, like they're so expensive they don't give a shit. It's like we were talking about like
different.
it's talking about like we were that one where they fucked up the fucking engine build or whatever.
It's so different.
So they sent in like a bunch of shit and he did all the stuff, but then they put it together and they fucked it up. It's a $500,000 engine.
Yeah.
So they fucked up this engine. They do it again, fuck it up again, and then just buy a new fucking engine, which I think they fucked up that one too, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's so much money, like they're so expensive that they're like, well, we need it, we have to have it.
There are no other options, like
Right.
and deal with them.
So yeah, it's like when you're working on $500,000 engines, like what's a couple grand? What's $2,000 when you send it over there?
Yeah.
Get that cycle of beer flowing through you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy again. Like that fucking that piece that he gave me, like that's just junk. I think it's huge.
Why is it junk?
That's out of tolerance.
Really? What are the tolerance?
They're the same as a normal engine. They're just bigger. Like you have like a certain range you can.
A couple millimeters.
Yeah, build it out to. I mean, the thing is, like, what's nice about those is like they don't like run like super high RPM.
Yeah.
But he was telling me like one time like here in the States they run them like 200 or 300 RPM higher than what they do in like Europe on the same engine, and they trash themselves like twice as fast.
You say 200?
Yeah, like 200 extra
Higher.
RPM.
Right.
Than
I'm
what
sure
like
they probably only run in the low thousands.
yeah, it's probably 20. It's probably like 1900, 2000 RPM.
I don't know. Should I have another beer?
That's your choice.
Should I have another beer?
Give it 2 minutes and see how you feel.
2 minutes?
That's what I do when I'm always doing the debate.
I still feel pretty good. My girlfriend used to be a bartender, so she could put down some vodka. So normally, I'm kind of used to coming home to her, wanting to take a shot, and I've been pretty good. Like I said, the last couple months, it's pretty much been.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna go like My girlfriend has a really high tolerance, so I'm safe. But I was like, like, it doesn't. You don't share a tolerance level, Jeff. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, if you're drinking with them, you do.
you try to. You try to.
Yeah, if they're doing it, you're doing it. No.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's been. We've been doing pretty good with it. She's been kind of slowing down a little bit too. But.
Well, and that's something that, you know, like when you're a bartender, again, you're just used to like get fucking rowdy and do the thing, and
Right.
Yeah.
Still do your work just fine.
You either gotta do your all or nothing thing. Like, you gotta not drink at all, or you gotta embrace it. Like, you can't. There's no in between.
right.
So if my girlfriend wanted to watch the podcast right now, what would she need to do?
You can watch it pretty much everywhere. So it's on.
You can watch it on your toilet. You can watch it.
Yeah.
On
So
the
it's
watch it while
on. It's
skydiving.
live on YouTube. It's live on Twitch. It's live on Facebook. I have a public Facebook
couch. It just
page.
needs the link.
Yeah, I mean I can send it to you.
Sure.
I think is what he was getting at.
I was thinking it'd be funny for my girlfriend to watch.
Let me check something real quick.
I promise I'm actually doing what I say I'm doing. Here's what's happening.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a podcast. My bad is.
Well, we're actually pretty close to being done with it, but she can always watch it later too.
Sure.
Watch the recap.
How much longer we got?
About 15, 20 minutes. I like to cut it around 2 hours unless we're like really drunk and really rowdy. And then I forget sometimes, but yeah, like 2 hours is a pretty good time. Otherwise, it can run off the rails in different ways too.
Sure.
I put like 5 hours of Trackmania today.
Yeah.
It's like a racing game.
What is it called?
Trackmania.
Trackmania.
Yeah. And, that's kind of consumed my brain. I think you guys might lose me for a little while.
Yeah. Well.
Next time you see me, I'll be a Trackmania pro, and I'll be making $20 a month. Not Turbo though. I feel like Turbo's more fun.
I was Trackmania Nations.
Nations was good too.
There, I sent my YouTube.
That'd be a fun free game for us to play too.
Nations?
No, just Trackmania.
Yeah.
The 2021 because it's free, but you can also play in like team modes and stuff.
Right. Yeah, so I just sent you the YouTube link.
Cool.
Yeah, we stream everywhere, and again, it's a video on YouTube for as long as, you know, whenever you want to pull it up.
For as long as it's a video, it's a video.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, it's available any way you want to watch it. So.
Sweet.
Not on Pornhub, but working on that one.
It wouldn't be hard. It's just upload.
You just need
Well,
more
it would have to be
exposure.
hard to be on.
You literally have to verify yourself on Pornhub, which is a little. I'm sure it's interesting.
You just have to
That's
start
making a sex joke.
showing some more skin or something each time, and you'll slowly work up there.
It was like one thing I saw recently. Like, did you see like OnlyFans is trying to like get public funding, so they're gonna have to like go away from like porn and stuff. Like what their
They'll
main.
never get public funding then. Why would they need public funding? Like if they wanted to sell, I get it. Or if they wanted to like expand into new markets. But otherwise, like I'm sure they're making a fucking shitload of money.
They just want IPO, and that's what it's gonna take.
Especially after COVID. I mean, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Their platform will shut down if they, and it'll.
That's the only thing that exists on there. Like all the like the non like OnlyFans are the celebrity ones, but that's stupid.
Nobody uses OnlyFans for celebrity shit.
No. Except for that there's still like millions of people that do that shit. It's a weird platform, but again, like you might as well just like do Patreon at that point, where you can have whatever you want on there,
There's
not
one
just videos.
specifically for celebrities. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Well, you can do like cameo stuff too.
Cameo is what I was saying.
That's where you like pay a celebrity to say something into a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can like most of them are like between like $300 and $600.
Saw a cool one where it was recently where it was a metal song, and instead of making a music video, they just had a bunch of metal like artists, so like singers and guitarists and whatever, just listen to the song and like react to it. It's kind of cool.
It sounds like a very expensive way to make a music video, though.
I mean, we make music video like in theory that's hundreds
Right.
And dude said he paid like $600 to have 20 artists react to a song.
Well, then he found some decent artists that don't want to fucking overcharge.
I mean, most of them are like $30 for 2 to 5 minutes. And I think it was because it was, you know, a genre, and who gives a shit about metal artists that aren't in that community? And so he found his niche, and it worked. It was a good, cool music video.
Well, that was like the one where they did the Facebook Live, that one song, where they had like the video playing behind it, so it just kept like fucking like, and they like linked it all up. It was fucking cool as
It's
shit.
called Bear Claws.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really cool video how they did that.
Alright, no, you're good.
So yeah, since we're right at that 2-hour mark, we can just cut it off and chill, hang out, finish beers.
Watch
And
that music video because I love it.
which one? The Bear Claws or the metal one?
Very cool. Both.
Both. Okay.
Both.
Well, we can do that. But yeah, we can. We'll cut it up and we'll be okay. Use the rest of this. I cannot finish it. My stomach is mega upset because I did that.
Hookah man.
But we'll see you next week. I don't know what I'm doing next week. I don't know who I'm gonna have on. It's been fucking rad.
I'll
So
come back again. I'm not doing shit.
you're more than welcome to anytime you want. Just fucking we start typically between 7 and 8, and
Fridays?
yeah, Fridays.
Dude, yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, come through.
Right on, sounds good.
All right, well, have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
Yep, see you.
That's wrong keyboard. I should have fucking been ready.
Goodbye.
We just sit here awkwardly.